Hello, audience. I'm not Toby Turner. I'm Leon.
And I'm Stanley the Cragnon. Here on... What the heck are we on? What are we gonna call this bitch?
Isn't that the title of this episode? You had to, like, put it in. I was going to slip it in at some point as some sort of, like, joke, but you just had to say it out right.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's very important that everybody who has some kind of talky thingy, there needs to be a name for what it's called. So we need to figure out what it's called. Just right out from the get-go, let's just figure this out.
Let's see. Toby has the lazy vlogs. There's the Yog pod for the Yog cast. Total Biscuit pretty much has the mail. Total Biscuit just has everything he does.
True. He is the cynical Brit.
Beautiful man.
Let's not talk about other people, though. Let's talk about us.
We're terrible people.
Yes.
We should know that.
Yes, we know that more than anybody else. Now let's think of what we can possibly call this. Now there are several different names that there could possibly be. Notice how there are random pauses throughout. Our first video, and probably is going to be through this video as well.
Because we're terrible people. We're usually doing something while we're doing this.
True.
This is the first time I'm not. We did the one yesterday, and I was doing, like, something. And I was just so out of it. Shush.
We could call this unnecessary pauses.
Unnecessary pauses and background noise.
Or
Episode 2.
This will be better. Just background noise. We are background noise.
The pilot.
Well, this isn't the pilot.
Background.
This is episode 2.
No, that's the
not really an
first
episode.
Would be background noise. The pilot.
Well, no, because we won't. No, we can't put background noise until after this one.
So it's the pilot. What are we gonna call this bitch?
And then
background noise.
Yes. That's exactly it. But the title of it is just what are we gonna call this bitch? And then it'll just background noise. That's actually perfect. Background noise. It's absolutely beautiful.
It sounds like the best name ever.
It's not the best name ever. It's the best name for us.
Yes.
So
because there's so much background noise in my microphone.
Yes.
And I'm the star of the show.
Okay, so anyway, I have come up with a list of topics we could possibly talk about in future recordings.
Did you actually make a list, or are you just like holding a piece of paper and shaking it?
I actually do have a list of things we can talk about. It's right here. I have it on a pad. And the first main thing, one of the things we could talk about is racism.
Racism. God.
Racism. You always have to put racism in your show at one point, or you'll just never be good unless you talk about racism. Also, we could talk about the Bible and make fun of it a ton.
You know what they say, good friends don't talk about politics and religion.
And finances.
Eh.
But we're better than good friends. So I mean, we're not gonna have a debate about it. I mean, it's just thinking about.
No, we're gonna start having debates. Full on super debates.
Okay, so I have racism, the Bible, and then I have the Spanish language.
Just all of the Spanish language. That's the thing.
It's just yes, the Spanish language, and then I also have my Canadian conspiracy.
Dear God, not those, please.
My Canadian conspiracies.
It'll be a 4-hour thing. It'll be cut into like 16 parts.
But right now, that's what I have. I'm hoping you have some things to add to the list.
Sure. Let me look through my notebook.
Of what? Your
Of
notebook
things.
of what? You know what we could talk about?
That's me flipping through my notebook
Right.
of things I wrote down for this. Not an LA Noire instruction manual.
You know what we could talk about?
Yes!
What?
The crap we have done. Like our play. We could talk about our play, the crap we've done.
Oh my god, not the play.
Yes, we'll
please.
talk about the
I
play.
think I'll burn my eyes out. Just a good old-fashioned hot poker to the eye.
We could talk about, well, we could also talk about billiards. Billiards and its relationship to waffle irons.
I get every single one!
Hey, then you have to pay. You have to think. This kid's playing LA Noire. He's on the first case where he has to actually read and pay attention.
But he can't read.
No, he can read. He's just not getting it. He has to listen and take his time and think. He's too young for this game.
You need to just go back to Call of Duty, kid. Like all the other 6 and 7 and 8-year-olds play. They all play Call of Duty. That and Gary's Mod. Have you ever noticed on Gary's Mod now there's just a ton of little kids that play that game?
I don't play Gary's Mod that much.
Oh.
I need to. Like, I want to make stuff. We should just record ourselves doing that.
Making stuff?
You have it, don't you?
On Gary's Mod?
Making stuff.
Yeah, I have Gary's Mod.
Yeah. Yes, we should do that then.
Okay, anyways. So, okay, we have 5 things we could possibly... What's something else that we can talk about? Things our friends do.
The Rock. Your sick obsession with The Rock and the people strudel.
Not just my sick obsession. It's not just my sick obsession. The Rock...
Right, I'm projecting.
The Rock is like a bronze god, okay? He
How dare you? It's gold painted bronze.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. He's like a Greek god or something. And
Modern day Greek
he
god.
replaced Zeus after the Clash of the Titans happened. After that movie,
Which one? The first one or the remake?
It doesn't matter which one. They were both horrible.
Because the remake was God of War.
True.
The first one was actually something interesting.
Yeah.
Second one we went to see, and it was God of War the movie.
Except it wasn't Kratos. It was it wasn't Kratos. It was Perseus.
Kill more people. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So the Rock totally replaced Zeus in Olympus. Olympus is still there. It's just the Rock now.
Pause real quick.
Okay. So we paused for a second. Sorry about that. Well, to you it was more like a second, but to us it was more like 20 minutes. But Leon, my good man.
What?
I have, during that time that we were away, I compiled more things to the list of stuff we could possibly talk about. Would you
Did
like?
you actually write it down again?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. It's good to write things down so you don't have to worry about remembering them later. Okay, so this is it. After The Rock comes other countries, fruits and vegetables, Mexican or Italian, which do you prefer, TV shows and movies, of course video games and music, the weather, and ourselves. I think that's a pretty good list.
I honest to God thought the last thing you were going to say was like potpourri. I thought we were playing Jeopardy for a second.
No. Ooh, that's another thing we could talk about. We could talk about Jeopardy.
What? Isn't it Alex Trebek?
Yes, it is Alex Trebek.
Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Yeah.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
We could also talk about Drew Carey. And the
Drew Carey.
And the Drew Carey show and Whose Line Is It Anyways? Anything that has to do with Drew Carey.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. He has a new show. He has a new show.
It's a new show.
It's awesome, apparently.
I have not heard of this.
It's like another. It's like Who's Line 2, but it's not that. It's something else.
Ah, okay.
Our friend Prinny. Yes, that sounds good.
Our friend Prinny? No, we're just gonna call him Penguin Lover 9000.
Penguin Lover 666. He'll get mad at over 9,000.
Oh, anything with 9,000 at the end of it sounds good. His power level's over
Whatever.
9,000. The George Foreman 9,000. Come on, you put 9,000 at the end of something, and that just makes it automatically good.
I'm gonna go back to a joke that we made during one of your birthday parties. Floral penis hat 9,000. This joke will not die, by the way.
Oh man, the
None
floral
of us will
penis
let it
9,000.
We'll explain that in an episode to come, so you have something to look forward to.
Yeah, I gotta write that down. The floral penis 9,000. Oh god.
Hat.
Shit.
Oh yeah, the floral
Floral
penis
penis
hat 9,000.
Yes.
It also cuts your hair.
Yes.
Okay. So those are things you can be expecting from the show. And my Krognan words of wisdom of the day are: don't eat food that doesn't smell good. That's it. Say bye, Leon.
Bye, Leon.
Oh, yeah,